All right, toy fans. So I'm here with another quick build. Now this is one I actually picked this up initially because I was going to create these, and I think they're going to be relatively small. And I was going to frame them up and give them to my kid as a gift. But I've been kind of interested. I wanted to see how this build worked. Now this is Brix, so this is a 5Below set. I've never actually worked with this. The actual size here for the block feels a little off in my opinion, considering that most plates and stuff are a little bit different size. So I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to go. I don't know if this will work with all the other brands or not, but it comes in a 3-pack like this. So you get a red tinny, almost like a Jordan, this green one, and a blue one, like an old school Converse sort of thing. So I figured let's take this out, let's put it together, let's see what we get, because I think I'm kind of interested. I'm interested to see like what all is involved with this particular build. Normally, like when you see them on the shelves, you'll get like succulents and stuff. It comes in a box like this, but this is actually a 3-pack. So we've got them all together. All right, put that away here, and then we've got 1, 2, and 3. I figure we'll start red, move across. So let's look at the red one first. We've got this is the Snickers. Got 66 pieces. Actual size, red, white. Compatible. It says it's compatible with leading brands. I'd like to see, kind of compare. It's weird because the actual size sticker here looks off. Like actual size, but it's like that feels like almost 2 plates high. But let's take a look. We're gonna open that. Now there's not a lot in it, so the box is kind of like there's a lot of box for what seems to be no reason. And we do get just this booklet here. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Now, I didn't get like a bin or anything. I didn't feel like we really needed a bin. I kind of go with that, but I think we're good without. But 66 pieces. This shouldn't take very long. I mean, these are kind of, they're small. They're small. They're not like a lot to it. We're gonna scoot this stuff over. We'll put these right here. Okay, so we've got 1 and 2, so 2 opposing sides. 1, 2 of the plates, and yeah, they do appear to be compatible with leading brands. Wow, I'd buy that for $1 or whatever it cost. I think it was like $6 for all 3, so it's really not a lot. Not a bad price if you ask me. But look, that size, like, yeah, it says actual size. That feels off. That's why I was kind of wondering. I was like, wait, hold up, wait a minute. Something just don't feel right. All right, so we're gonna pop that onto here. That'd be a good way to get extra plates and things. I kind of wish they had orange. I need some oranges or orange colors right now because of the Minecraft sets I'm putting together. So I've got like lots of extra like lava. I'm trying to do nether lava and all that. It's like I kind of wouldn't mind having the extra Minecraft pieces or pieces to build up on my Minecraft. So it's like I kind of wish they had an orange, like an orange shoe that we could build off of. You know what I mean? I'm gonna readdress that for us. Okay. So we've got 1 and 2. We got 1 right here and 1 right here. And it looks like this is going to be going on the opposite side, so right in here. Yeah, I'm actually this Saturday. Normally I do a live, and the next couple of Saturdays I will be kind of busy. So it's like I don't have the option like I normally do to get out and do stuff, which is kind of weird. That doesn't feel very tight at all. Like that has no grip whatsoever. Hoping that'll be better. Here, we're going to do this. We're going to pop that one on. Pop that on. Put that on the end. Right? Oh, I see that goes right here. There you go. And then this is going to fit right into here. Now I'm hoping that this plate right here kind of keeps these in place, because that doesn't feel very strong. And I was like, well, maybe we can turn it or do something else, but it's kind of on that corner. It's not very strong. That's, you can actually hear it too. It's kind of a weak point. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alright, so we need 4 of these and 2 more of these plates here. And these are all like quarter round plates. So they're 2x2 quarter round plates. Red on the back, 1, 2. Still not reinforcing that at all. Oy, that's never a good sign. That's like one of those where you're like, what are you doing, guys? Why? I think I'd mentioned it one time. I was like, this is where the designer failed to know what the ending product was supposed to be. 1, 2, and 3. And I say that, I mean, designing is hard. Like going in and designing. I'm actually working on learning that right now. And I mean, there's quite a bit to it, man. It is not the easiest thing just to sit down and like type out whatever he needs. Like, it does not work that way. It takes a lot of extra. Okay, so we're going to be locking these together, which gives it a little bit, but it's still not clutching down the way you'd want it to. So hopefully we're going to be locking that in. So we need 1, 2 of these, a 2x4 brick, and then 1, 2, let's see, 3 and 4 of these quarter 2-step brick pieces. I can't remember what they're called, to be quite honest, and I'm not going to look it up right now. I should, but yeah, I mean, if you know, you know. It's like, oh, it's like one of those where it's almost it's a brick height, and it goes to 1 step of a plate, and it's quarter rounded. It's rounded on the end. Okay, so this is going to go right here on the back, and then nothing to reinforce under here. This could be a good thing, or this could be a very bad thing. It depends on the clutch power of that particular piece and if things are going to line up. Honestly, there are times when it's like, hey, listen, a couple plates under there would not have hurt the situation at all. Just keep that in mind. So, but I'm looking, I mean, if it holds, then that'll plug in and we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so going over to this side, we've got 1, 2 of these rounded tops, 1 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these. Lots of 1s. So that goes there. So go here on the end. Am I correct? Let's take a look. Fits to there. This fits over here. This will go right here. Ah, we finally locked those pieces in. And then these are going to go up top on the toes. 1 and 2. It's kind of cute. It's small, but it's cute. And we'll kind of compare. I mean, it looks about the size of that. So that might be easy to find a frame for. Like I said, I was just thinking about it for my kid. I was like, I know he loves shoes. Like he's got some pretty rare ones, and he digs collecting shoes. So for me, it's like, hey, that would be kind of cool. You know, they're not necessarily Nike, but that might be cool to get and take a look at. Okay, that one's going to go here. This one's going to go over here, thus adjusting for the sizes. Yeah. And then it looks like we got one. And then we're going to pop that on. One. And one more over here, too. And one and one. Okay. One. And one. Kind of like that. There we go. Pretty interesting. And then we've got one and one. So this can go under here. These are going to pop on here. One here. Ooh. And one. And this should actually fit. It's going to fit tongue up. So that's the tongue. So we're using kind of a rail plate as a tongue. That's actually pretty genius right there. Kind of like that. Pretty cool. Now we need 1, 2, 3, 2 of these wedges here, and then a jumper plate. So we should have, let's see, 1 and 2. So we're gonna stack that. Now these are cheese wedges with a stud on it. This is something that I don't think Lego has actually made. I remember I was looking because I had parts and I was building my little spaceship. I was designing and building a spaceship for their, Space Mini Modular contest, which I missed. And I had this thing built up, and I was building it in the designer app. Put sausages there, and it got black sausages. So if I take this apart, I could use them as burnt sausages with Carlos's chili dog stand from Luma Brix. That seemed kind of wrong. What'd you do? It's blackened. It's super peppered. All right, so there's our first shoe. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, set that one over there. We'll put that right there. Let's go with our green one next. Anyways, I can't remember what I was talking about, but yeah, the whole shoe thing. These are pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. That's gonna be interesting. Man, and there's gonna be some gold in it. All right. So I'm trying to remember I think it was like green and gold. Was that Kobe's? I know there was like one shoe that was kind of, this looks like the design that was supposed to be like I think Kobe Bryant shoes. Black Mamba, man, rest in peace. I was sad to hear when he passed. That was one of those. I was really sad to hear. It was kind of in the weirdest way too. Good player. Good player. Yeah, last night we had a whole discussion about whether we thought Steph Curry was a better ball player than LeBron. And be quite honest, I was like, hey man, here's the thing. LeBron, he's got the stature, he's got the moves and everything, but he's big, he can move down that court. What makes Steph Curry so powerful, because he's a lot like Caitlin Clark, right? What makes him so powerful is the fact that he's small. Most people, they kind of bypass him. He's able to move in and out of things. Now, he can be blocked easily, but he's able to move in and out of people quickly. He's able to take that ball wherever he wants on the court. And when he shoots, the man is an absolute beast. I mean, you talk about someone that you definitely want to block him from down the court. And most teams, they're not going to think of him as a threat. They're not going to put the coverage on him like they're supposed to. But the man is an amazing shot when it comes to shooting. He definitely knows his game. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that was when we were up talking last night. That was my pick, because I was like, hey, Steph Curry, he's, you know, most people would think of him kind of in the way as an underdog, but the man definitely knows how to play a game. All right, so this is interesting. It looks like they have us stacking these, but I don't see it stacked here. So we got this really weird, I guess that goes on the back. Yeah, I see what it is now. So we're extending the shoe out. That was weird. Weird, weird. Yeah, so we're going to stack these plates, and this is going to be kind of that kind of point where I'm like, wait, how is this staying together now? Now, keep in mind, if this is something that I'm, going to be framing up, it's not going to matter in the long run. But, like, that's not very strong. But that's going to go right here on the end to create this part. Yeah, is that about right? Yeah, look, it's about right. Same size. Now we'll pull these parts. I was kind of jumping ahead earlier. Need this too. Okay, so that goes here. We got 1 and 2. Then we got gold up in the front. Like I said, I don't know. I might offer this over, like, hey, I got something. He might be like, oh, thanks. But I thought this would be kind of cool for his setup, especially if he, because he loves basketball. If he's wanting to keep with it and he's wanting to do some stuff, this might be like a cool gift for him. And I've got some framing background, so for me, I can shadow box like the Dickens. And not shadow box like in high school or right now elementary. Oh my god, my elementary kids, they're playing like it's something new, and I'm like, bro, I have been dealing with shadow boxing now for years. And when I say years, since my second year teaching high school, that was almost 4 years ago. Like, been there, done that. You guys are just doing it now. Like, you are so behind. Of course, they don't like to hear that either. Like, why are you being so mean? Like, no, it just came out. And I'm like, no, man. Bro, no. I've got kids that, seriously, I had to get on to them about, listen, your art time for class is not meant for shadow boxing. Get your work done. Shadow box at lunchtime or some other time, but it's not now. Like, this was being said, and I know because it was in one of my old rooms where I taught, because that was the same room that had my graffiti on the wall. Because I remember looking past their shadow boxing and seeing the graffiti on the wall and going, oh man, I used to do a lot of artwork, and now I don't. All right, here we go. So we got one. These really cool. I like getting these like kind of diagonal cut 2x2 tiles. They're pretty awesome. And then a half Travis. Again, I call them half Travises because you got the studs on the side, nothing on the back, only on half of it. I usually view those as the half Travis Brix. Travis Brix, of course, being named after a Lego enthusiast that absolutely loved the 1x1s that had studs all the way around it. Okay, that's gonna fit. Looks like right here, and that's supposed to fit right into here, right? Yeah, so it kind of goes like that, and then we're gonna lay that on top. That's actually not too bad of a design. I dig that. Okay, so we're going to the other side. This one goes here. We got boom, boom, and then a 1x3, another one of these. And that should go here and here. Now it makes me kind of interested to see that it's like we're using these half Travis bricks, but we could have just used a snot brick in there. And with one stud on the side instead of having the dual studs on the side. That's where I'm kind of weirded out by it. I'm like, wait, what? Why exactly are we doing this? And look, that bottom already fell off. That's not going to be very tight. But what do I know, man? I just build like a lot of Lego blocks. I wouldn't know anything. Alright, that's going to pop up right here. Set that back down here, just like that. And that's going to go like so. That's going up like that. I fix that. This one isn't the strongest part of the build, and it has to do with those back pieces. But they didn't do anything to reinforce that. Now, if it's glued down or pressed up, I mean, that's not that big of a deal. But that one is, You know, I'll actually review the whole things, honestly. I'd love to see, like, if I build it and I actually do, like, the shadow box or anything. I'd love to share that. Because there's some... built some pretty cool frames in the past. Used to do a lot of frame work. I actually have some old school, like, toy blasters that are all framed up. I just don't have them in here. I haven't got all that stuff out. Eventually, this summer, I'm hoping to get a lot of that up and plugged up and cleaned up and things moved around. Some of the spaceship build done over here. Like, I'd really like to spend some time in here. Get rid of some stuff, do some reviews to get some stuff done and out of the way. But yeah, I wanna get some work done this summer. So if we don't go anywhere, I am okay with that. 1, 2, 1, and then 2 of these. Looks like we're starting this kind of like we did the other one. There we go. So we're gonna pop that on here. Is that 2x2 round plate? 1 up, 1 out. So we got these kind of cornered tiles, rounded quarter tiles there. And then we need a 1, 1, 2 of these, 1 of these, and how are we putting this? 1, 2, and then this is going across. Okay, yeah, that's pretty basic. Pretty basic. Then we got 2 more. 1, 2, and that should end all the plates that are in black. 1, 2, because I don't see any other instructions for that. Yeah, 1 and 2. And how are we doing this? We got, yeah, that goes up top, and we're putting our 1x2s here, and that's going to snap that into place. 1x2, and then we're going up 1 plate here and here. This feels more reinforced than the last one. I mean, I like the look of the last one. Don't get me wrong, it looks good, but it doesn't feel very strong. Probably the red, I think, is my favorite so far, and that one feels the strongest of the 3. All right, so now we need a 1x4, 2x4, 2 of those, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of these 2x2 rounded corner plates. So we got 1, 2, and we're going to do the same thing on the back. 1 and 2. Oh, there we go again. Look, loose pieces. That should be a plate in there, but I know that they have to round it out. It's weird because it's like you want it to fit, you want it to work, and it just doesn't. I mean, once you get everything on, that's reinforced, but build wise, you're constantly dealing with that, so you got to be careful about how you turn this thing, which can be downright aggravating. Just gonna go out there and say it. It's aggravating. 1, 2, and then we got 1, 2 of these plates. We're gonna snap them on. 1 and 2. and 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Okay, and then we got 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1 and 2, and now we're rounding up the top of the shoe. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and 3 right there. Now we need 1, 2 of these L plates. 1 and 2. A 2x2 rounded tile and 1 of these. So we got 1, 2. Woo! See, look, it's all falling apart. Ugh. Let's go ahead and put that on there. That should hold that together. And 2, and then this is going to go right on the back for the back portion of that shoe. Now that holds together. But before, it just kept falling off. That's never a good sign. Then we got a 2x3. Looks like 1 wedge. And then 2 of our 1x1 plates with clips. So we're going wedge, clip and clip. 1. The clutch on this one, there's something about clutching with blue. The color blue is so rigid at times. And that was the problem that I had with the Insoon. It was always the blue tiles. Red tiles went on, no biggie. Blue tiles, we started having a ton of trouble. And that's where I was like, kind of like, what's going on? I think there's something in the makeup of the blue plastic that makes it to where this stuff does not want to set. And it's like the darker blue. I've had pieces that were, standard, normal, kind of either, what you think of as like primary or even light blue, not an issue. But dark blue seems to be the issue. Okay. Got 1, 2. We're going to place those 1 and 2. So these are going to simulate our laces. Then we got 1, 2 of these snot bricks, or 1 snot brick, 1 regular brick. Let's go on like that. And then 1, 2, 1, 1, and 2 of these. Alright, so we got 1 and 2. That's going to go back this way. This is going on top, and then we're adding our grills for laces yet again. And that should snap right into here, and that's going to be like our tongue and shoelace area. Just going to kick back that way. Alright, so we're going to round out the top with our tiles. So 1, 2, and then let's put these on. 1 and 2. And then this should fit. And it's weird that they got it kind of on the corner there. That's going to fit like that. Obviously, Avi is supposed to be Converse. Yeah. That's it. I mean, thinking about it like this, I mean, that was what? 30 minutes? Really nothing. And a lot of that is just me talking. So that's kind of a quick, easy, kind of cutesy sort of build. And, if you're looking at the box, that's pretty much the size of the shoe that you're going to get. So if you're like, well, I can't tell because, TayRay's hands are a certain size and my hands might be really big. I might be able to hold a Whopper or not. For those, if you know, you know. If not, don't worry about it. But you know what's on the box that is actually very close to the size that you're getting. Cute. They're cute. Quick, easy, nothing builds. Uh, Pretty fun. This is like definitely one of those that like I got it because I do plan on framing them up to give to my kids. So now that I've got them here, I'll probably frame them up, and I might kind of balance colors around, like blue behind that one, red behind that one, and possibly green behind that one. Kind of keep them color coordinated so as he hangs them up, they're kind of all the same. So yeah, that's all I got. Listen, hey, if you are liking this stuff, if you're really wanting to support the channel, here's how you do it. If you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications to be alerted if anything comes from me to you. Like this video, helps YouTube know what you like and what I'm making. Comment down below, which one of these shoes do you think was the better build? I'm still kind of leaning towards that red one. That red one is pretty fire. I dig it. The others have some cool stuff too. You know, I guess some articulation in some way. Not much, but some there. But yeah, comment down below. Let me know how you like them. If not, if you got questions for me, you know, put them in the comment box. I love chatting with y'all. You'll have no idea how much I enjoy this. So hopefully, you know, I got this at 5Below, pretty cheap. Hopefully this video does the job of giving you information about this stuff, so that way you can be a better brick builder whenever you're making your decisions about what's compatible and what's not. So I hope this video did help you out in the long run. Hey, I thank you all so much for showing up. I definitely appreciate it. I love you all. Jesus loves you more, and there's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build, and happy brick hunting.